What is up guys, XG here, and today welcome to a different type of video. Today I have decided, because it's Christmas, to make a squad builder. But a very kind of special squad builder. I'll show you. So, let's get straight into it. Boom! Guys, there it is. This is my special squad builder. So because it's Christmas, I've decided to make this squad builder team, only because like these guys, like there's 11 plus Rooney on the bench. They've done stuff like in the world, just it's just amazing. So I'll go pick one on one and then I'll tell you what they did. So let's start with Rooney. Rooney, I don't know when was it, but he raised money for his own foundation. So that's a nice thing to do. And then like he's been called one of the most, or the most highest paid athlete in England or in Great Britain or wherever it is. So he doesn't need that much money. So he was raising money with this charity match, and then there was it. So yeah, pretty much. Next up, Zlatan. Zlatan, we know this guy. This guy is just a beast on the pitch, but as much he's got a golden heart as well. So he, back in the day, I don't know what was it exactly, but he paid the transport for the Swedish disabled football team, or a disabled national team, and then he paid the transport to go to the World Cup or the Euros, or what was it back in the day, I don't remember, but he did do that. He gave them 300,000 in the Swedish currency, and then he said, you know what, just pay your tickets and come to the World Cup, and then I'll give you tickets and stuff. So this is a good thing to do, like, from Zlatan. He's got a golden heart. We know that he's a bad boy on the pitch, that he might be a bad boy outside, but just for this action, he does stand out. Next guest on this list is Gareth Barry. Gareth Barry, like, if you want to know why he's on this list, I've included the only reason because, like, he gave his luxurious villa in Spain to the Children's Fund Sun and Happiness back in 2011. So I'm going to repeat myself. He gave a villa, his luxurious villa, to a foundation called the Fund Sun and Happiness in 2011. So yeah, he learned that the Dirty Foundation. Yeah, so he just gave the keys to his, like, to give to his house to the charity, and that's a nice thing to do. Like, everything's just a nice thing to do in this team. Like, yeah, pretty much. Next up, we have Dirk Kuyt. This guy, he actually owns his own foundation, which is called the Dirk Kuyt Foundation. It helps children in Brazil. Yeah, he helps children in Brazil, Holland, his native country, Nepal, and Ghana since 2006. So you have a golden heart when you help people like this. This is just what you're meant to do. These guys have money, so yeah, he has his foundation. I don't know if he puts money in his foundation or not, but it's still a nice thing to do. Like, this guy, you know, he doesn't have to, but he still does. So, like, you can criticize footballers as much as you want, but it's still like they're doing good things with it, like with their money or with their fame. Here we have Michael Essien, the Ghanaian man himself. Michael Essien supports different charity projects, which makes him one of the most charitable football players. I just read that out on the screen. But he also has his own foundation called the Michael Essien Foundations, which provides health care facilities, clean drinking water, public toilets, and libraries in his hometown in Ghana. So, like, you know that when you provide health care for people that are dying or are sick in Africa, we know that Africa is like, compared to Europe, is an underdeveloped, like, continent. So when you have people like Drogba that's in this list. When you have like the Ghanaian Essien that's in this list as well, and I haven't included a player, but you also have Samuel Eto'o. As much as I despise this guy, he still does good stuff. Like he's not in the list, but he's on the lists. Like what I'm reading the articles from. So yeah, Michael Essien, which is here on your screens. He just provides public toilets, libraries, care facilities, healthcare facilities, sorry, and clean drinking water. So, like, he deserves a clap. I'm gonna drop my controller, and he deserves a clap. Well done, Michael Essien. So, yes. Next up on the list, we have Stephen Naismith. So, this guy, I don't have exactly what he does on the top of my head, but I can tell you, he does help in a homeless shelter in his hometown in Glasgow. He gives tickets to the homeless, and he goes to the foyer, and he just helps all around. So, you know, that's when he was back in Norwich. I don't know what he does now in Everton, but yeah, back in Norwich, that's what he was doing. So you gotta give respect to this guy. You know, some players they don't care. Like that's it. He does. He helps the homeless. It's a good thing to do. Congratulations, Stephen Naismith. Oh boy, we start this midfield with a bang. Team of the year, 93 rated Pogba. Paul Pogba. He was the man of the summer, moving to Manchester United for 89 million or 100 million. So that's fine. Like I didn't agree with that because the fee is too much. Is he worth that price? Never. But you know what? For the man, which like if you do ask yourself why he's in this team, I watched something earlier today, and he met a volunteer in the Manchester United Foundation, gave him an Xbox, gave him FIFA, because the boy was working hard, and then that's what he did. So like he helped. Basically, he congratulated that boy that was helping the foundation, the Manchester United Foundation. So he didn't do much. He's like the last person in this list. But I saw that, I watched that video, and I was like, I have to include this guy in the team. I have to include Paul Pogba. Why not? So, yeah. Here we have Mesut Fishman Assister Ozil. This guy, like, he's good on the pitch, and as much he's good outside, equally. This dude won the World Cup with Brazil. Won the World Cup with Germany. I make so many mistakes, but okay. He won the World Cup with Germany in 2014 in Brazil, and each player in the team got a fee of 300,000. Was it euro? Yeah, 300,000 euros as a bonus. Each team member. Okay, every other player kept that except Mesut Ozil here. Yours truly went and paid the hospital bills of 23 sick and ill children in Brazil. If like he did that, when somebody asked him why he did that, he said, because I want to thank them for the hospitality of their country. So he said that, but on the other hand, if you remember, he beat down Brazil 7-1. Like if that's not thank you for the hospitality, like he beat down Brazil, the national team, in front of the crowds, and then goes on and pay the hospital bills of several sick children. So you know what? For him, like I would say that deserves a big clap, like Mesut Ozil. What am I doing? I'm trying to pick up some cable. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna drop my controller, and actually, you know what? I'm gonna drop my controller and I'm gonna give a big clap to Mesut Ozil. Well done, Mesut. That's why you are one of the most charitable footballers in the world and in my list. Talking about Arsenal players, we do have Mr. Alexis Sanchez here. This guy, I heard something like he was on a move, like he wants to move from Arsenal, and like I don't know why. Man's been good there, but like that's not the point. That's not the point. He's in this list only because sometimes he goes. Most of the time, I want to say he goes back to his hometown in Chile, and then becomes Alexis Sanchez Santa. He gives toys with the mayor, and he just gives them to the children in need, and he just helps the people. So that's why he has his own street name. So you go to Chile, you go to his town, and then you would see a street called Alexis Sanchez or Sanchez Street or however they called it. I don't know. So this like helping the people, like the golden heart. So you can criticize him. You Arsenal fans can criticize him for leaving, but he's just that good. Just remember what he did for you, and if you have a heart, then just remember what he did. And then he went on and win the Copa America against Messi, which is in this team as well. So I'm gonna continue and like give you the exploit of some other players that's in this team. Talking about Messi here, what can I say? Messi done so much stuff, but the one that I really liked about what he did is when he took his Afghan fan. He's got a fan, a little boy, like a lot of Messi. A lot of people like Messi. Like I do agree with you. But one little Afghanistan boy came into the pitch, didn't want to leave him. So what he did, he gave him a jersey, and that's not it. This boy, he was living in Afghanistan for a while, and he was playing with a plastic bag. Imagine your son having a plastic bag, like a normal white and blue Argentinian style jersey plastic bag. This boy had it. His parents took a picture of him. It went viral. It went so viral, in fact, Messi saw that picture and said, "You know what? My heart's bleeding. I'm gonna give something to that boy." So that boy went on to go to Europe once, went to a match, followed Messi. Messi did, "You know what? I'm gonna give you a Barca jersey, and I'm gonna give you an Argentinian jersey signed by me." And he did that, and that is why Messi is in this team. You can call me, I don't care. I'm a Messi fanboy. That's just like, I like this guy. I like this guy just too much. So I can talk about this guy to you all day. It doesn't matter. There's other people in the team. Let's crack on. On the other side, left wing, Messi's arch nemesis enemy. You have Cristiano Ronaldo. This dude. So he's a beast on the pitch. Messi and Ronaldo are beasts on the pitch. Ronaldo is just. He's just a man, isn't it? But when it comes to being outside of the pitch, he did something truly amazing. He gave a jersey and he gave a signed jersey, and he gave his Ballon d'Or. No, his golden boot, sorry, that he won in some previous season to a charity that this fucking charity went on and sell these stuff to make funds to upgrade. Like, who will go? Like, you cannot sell both. You would have to sell one, which you can make enough money to like upgrade. But if Ronaldo comes to you and he gives you his beloved golden boot and his jersey that he has a lot, that doesn't matter, and you go on and sell it for having funds to upgrade your charity, fair enough. You gotta have balls. You gotta have big balls. Anyway, so this is what he did. This is why he's in the team. He has a great heart, and on top of that, he paid or give a big amount of money to the hospital that treated his mom when she had cancer or something. In case you didn't know. His mom had cancer. She went to hospital. He gave the money, and on top of that, he what did he do? Yeah, he paid the hospital bills of that boy as well, and gave funds to the hospital that treated his mother. You know what, Ronaldo? You are a true G. well done. So, in this team, I went across and talked about some of the fabulous stuff that footballers have done. Drogba have made the truly most amazing stuff you could think about. That dude, what he did, he went on and win the Champions League with Chelsea. So that's a thing. But from there to stop a civil war in Ivory Coast, man did actually stop a civil war in Ivory Coast. And then went on and organized a football match in the country where the civil war was happening, which was in Burkina Faso. If you don't know, it's where they had the war, and is one place where, like, one town in this country where it was physically and truly hot. Drogba said, to end this, we're gonna play a game in that stadium, in this town, and that's it. And everybody accepted. He spoke, the big man spoke, and he organized that match, and then he did that thing. He pulled it off, which Ivory Coast won, by the way. I'm an Ivorian fan, but I'm not gonna like emphasize too much. And what this guy did after, he then went and built a hospital with his he got some money for doing something, obviously for playing football or something football related, with his Pepsi his Pepsi reward. He did an advert with Pepsi. Pepsi gave him money. What he did with that money, he built a hospital in Ivory Coast, in Abidjan, like the biggest town in Ivory Coast. He built a hospital to treat people there. So having his own foundation, stopping a fucking civil war, and then building a hospital in Abidjan. Drogba is a god. Go to Ivory Coast, ask people about Drogba. You would see what they're gonna tell you. This guy, you go there, he's God. There's God himself in the Bible, and then there's God Drogba. I'm not even joking, guys. I'm half Ivorian. I can tell you that for a fact. So I have done 12 players so far. So as you can see on my screen, I have Luis Suarez, I have Neymar, and I have Dani Alves. Why are these guys there? Luis Suarez called a boy that had cancer. Yeah, he called him by Skype, pretended to be a doctor, and tell this guy that he's gonna be fine. I didn't see a lot of footballers doing that. I don't know. I don't think if you did see a lot of footballers doing that, but this is just like too good to be true. It's just too good to be true. So anyway, next up, Neymar. Neymar. What did Neymar do? I don't know. This is a big flop. Like you would like. I'm not a big YouTuber. I don't know exactly what I do, but like, this is a flop. I don't even know what Neymar did, but I can get back to that. So next up, Dani Alves. Dani Alves, this guy, he's just the best. You see that Barca connection, yeah? That Barca connection is just too strong. Like, I'm gonna tell you that. This guy, Dani Alves, he went on and proposed to his old ex-teammate, what's his name, Eric Abidal, to give him a part of his liver. Because back in the day, if you follow football, not like me, you would know that Eric Abidal, a Barca defender, had a, how was it called? A cancer, a liver cancer. Okay, which affected a bit of his career. Dani Alves stepped up and said, man, you're my friend, you're my teammate, you're my brother, I'm gonna give you a part of my liver. Eric Abidal was like, no man, honestly, I'm alright. If you do that, I know that you're one of the best right backs in the world, so this would affect your career massively. And Eric Abidal went on to say no. Alves was impressed. He was like, I did the good deed. I asked him if he wanted like a part of my liver, and he said no. I respected his choice, and he did respect my my question, my demand. So for that, Dani Alves was ready to save his teammate's life. And this year, not the same year, but this year he's got the team of the year as well. So just for that, man, just like give a big congratulations to these guys, because all 15 of them have done something great and just changed football, or what they do outside of the pitch, or what can you see about them. So guys, I just don't know what to say. Like, it's Christmas, these guys have done good things. I don't know if they did something good for Christmas, but they did something good all around. So anyway, I just thought about this video. It was fine. I probably seemed like I didn't know what I was doing, because I was searching stuff at the same time, and I was trying to find like what they did and didn't know it by the top of my heart. It was not organized. It was actually an unorganized video, quick, just in the Christmas spirit. So anyway, guys, if you don't want to drop a like, if you don't want to subscribe, that's fine, but at least respect these guys for what they did outside of the pitch. That is about it, guys. I'm not even gonna do an outro, because it's not deserved for this like video I did. So anyway, I'll see you for another video. Peace.